quite a significant day for us as a new team as we embark on this new journey together. And obviously the focus today really about embracing our dress presentation, but also our new leadership group to drive this team forward in 2024. So thanks for coming in. And firstly, just like to start off by making a welcome to Ellesmere Merillo. Welcome, Ellesmere. Great to have you in here. CEO Simone Hanson, and a special mention around the corner, if you'd like to come forward, Verity Simmons and Stacey Francis-Bayman. Come and join us, guys. Come and take a seat up the front. Ellesmere, I'll invite you to take a seat up the front too, please. Those that don't know Ellesmere is diamond number 48. Is that correct, Els? Yep. First selected in the Australian team at 16 years of age, and a couple of years later made her debut for the green and gold in 1967. She was a part of the World Championship team that won in 1971, and was fortunate enough to captain Australia on a couple of occasions as well. So she is an icon of Australian netball, and we're very lucky to have her here in WA. Two other people that I think are incredibly iconic when we think about West Coast Fever, Stacey Francis-Bayman and Verity Simmons. Stace obviously had a 6-year career at West Coast Fever. It was her only club in Australia. Finished her career as a premiership player, which she had fought so hard for. And I think whenever we think about Stacey's legacy, I immediately go to West Coast Fever grit. There was no one more gritty and tenacious and hard-nosed and uncompromising and relentless as Stacey Francis-Bayman. And they are traits and standards and values that live on in our club through all of us in how we bring it to life. But when you think about legacy, that's what Stacey's left behind, and how amazing is it that her family is still connected to our club. And you know, we've probably seen more of Stace over the past couple of years since she's been retired, which is amazing. So Stace, thanks so much for coming in, really appreciate it. And then lastly, obviously, to Vezi, 156 National League games, most of them in the green dress for West Coast Fever. 2-time premiership player, one with Queensland and one here. But as we know, obviously Vezi's retirement very soon and sudden, but embracing the new part of her life. When we think about Vezi's impact and our connection back to Vezi, is no one personified team culture better than Vezi. And I think when we think about Fever standards and what we're trying to create here as a new group, we look no further than trying to emulate who Vezi was and what Vezi brought and the way Vezi made people feel. And that's why I think it's so significant that Vezi can come back in. She's so connected, and I think really ensuring that we have this great appreciation for our past and bring it in as often we can to really appreciate it, knowing that they are driving us forward and holding us accountable to standards, is amazing. But when you think about the grit, when you think about Ellesmere's history, when you think about Vezi's impact in how she can make people feel and who she was as a human being, they're stuff that we pride ourselves on at this club. So round of applause for our three special guests.
I just loved playing for Western Australia, particularly as a member of the first team that ever won the outright national championships. The next opportunity I fondly remember was being after retirement after 1971, when I came back from Jamaica, and being afforded the absolute privilege of being captain of Western Australia in 1974. I'd been married, had a child, and for some reason or other, the selectors, not my peers, because selection of captain was that different in those days, being afforded the privilege of captaining Western Australia and wearing a black tunic with the gold blouse underneath, but it had the big black swan on. The big black swan, which meant you were representing your state and were in the top team. But throughout my playing career, I've been lucky to have been captain of a schoolgirls team at age 12 in 1962 and finish a career at age 30 and captain of Western Australia. So Western Australia is very dear to me. It was a big slice of time in my life and a big slice that helped shape other opportunities and experiences for me along the way, and gave me a lot of wisdom.
Lots of wisdom for sure, thanks.
So, yeah, I hope that that same feeling of pride comes through with you all. as you play, as you hit the court, and as you carry yourself around in all opportunities that netball offers you.
Amazing. Thanks so much, Ellesmere.
The club has been on a huge journey, specifically since I've been here, but certainly before that, around prioritising good people, striving towards sustained success, and never ever backing down from a challenge. I used to walk into the changing room and see all of the girls on the wall, like Josie Jans and Andrea Gilmore, Caitlin Bassett, and really hope that my time at the club would hold weight that would mean that I was privileged enough to be on the wall one day. So it's actually really cool to be in the room and see the change that's happened and see some of my horrendous facials and incredible game day braids forever immortalised on the wall. I said it last year, but the feeling absolutely still stands. Playing for this club absolutely changed my life, both netball and non-netball. I was able to be the most authentic version of myself, to understand the full weight of the power that is being valued in an environment. And obviously I feel incredibly honoured to have been a part of history and to be forever etched in the club as a part of an unstoppable 2022 team.
I think it's so much more than just, you know, ourselves and this team. You really realise how much the community is involved, how big the Green Army is, and how much it means to all these people that you probably don't, you know, see every day or realise. And we kind of get, I guess, blindsided and caught in our own little bubble a little bit. It's something so special, and you know, as I said, I did have grandchildren on the way, but I just realise it so much more now. And even to come back in here and it just feels like home, and to see everyone's faces, I'm like, oh, my place. There's just such an appreciation. I think, you know, we all go through those stages where we obviously appreciate what we do, but I think it's just that little bit more to kind of really try and take note and soak it in now of how rare and how special this is, and how many women, how many men are striving for this position and potentially won't get it. You know, there's only a small handful of us that get to play this game, and for West Coast fever. So I think just relishing in this moment and I guess really soaking up as much as you can. I think that's the biggest meaningful that I take from fever.
Katie, every team that you've been in, I've heard incredible things about the person that you are. People speak so highly of you, so this team is incredibly privileged to have you here with them. I'm so excited to watch you run out in green, to see you excel and reach all new levels in this competition, because you're a defender to be feared and somebody that I look up to. Shanice, you are an experienced player but new into this competition, and I think it's incredibly exciting when new internationals come into SSN to raise the standard and really show and prove that it's an international competition. It's the best in the world, because the best in the world come here to play that aren't just Australian, no offence. I can't wait to see you out there on court. If anybody underestimates the ability that you've got and the capacity that you've got yet to grow, then more for them, because I've been killed on a baseline and on a curve around the top of the circle many, many times. So, kill it. It is my incredibly unbiased opinion that every successful West Coast Diva team needs an English defender. Fran, you are an unstoppable force, you're a star rising. Embrace every single opportunity that comes here to learn and grow and add to your game, but don't forget the reason why you were scouted to come here in the first place, which you've got absolutely everything that you need already.
Geordie girl, I think Dan kind of touched on it before, but you're actually official now. You signed a contract here at Fever. I know you've had a small taste of it. There is nothing like your first game going out there and knowing that you're fully immersed in this team. I wish you nothing but the best, girl, and I think what we've already seen with you, there is big things to come. So congratulations.
She wants one, she wants one.
I changed my mind.
front. Liv, I was really excited. Actually, Dan and I caught up at an event not long ago, and we were having chats about you, and Dan was telling me how excited he was and how far you've come in such a short amount of time. And to have the belief and the backing of a guy like this, he is 100% in, and I haven't seen it myself yet, and I can't wait to see you out there. But I think there's just going to be a massive season ahead, and you're in such a great environment for you to thrive and to do your thing. So all the best, girl. Come and get your dress. And Kels, I feel like a part of me is like giving you my dress. This is a really special moment, and I just looked up and was like, hey, we've got the same locker. It was a really cool moment actually when Dan called me and said, Kels is coming over to take your spot. And my heart just kind of was like, wow, this is perfect. I think so suited this position. I said when I was telling the girls when I was leaving that whoever comes in and takes my spot, I hope they have an even better career, an amazing journey, and I hope they're a huge player compared to me, and I think that's exactly what we've got here in you. I'm so excited to see you out there and absolutely work your magic. So congrats, and again, have a best massive season.
Thanks so much, Stacey and Vez. That was awesome. And yeah, congratulations to our 6 new ones. And just again, reinforcing, keep doing what you're doing because it's absolute validation for where we're going. And you guys have been amazing to what we're trying to create here.